Hi everyone and welcome to my first review as the Reveiw in Whovian. First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone who has liked my page so far. I really do appreciate that. You are all amazing and I love you all. Now, what better story than to start off this page with than Genesis of the Daleks? A story that's renowned for being one of the greatest stories of Doctor Who history. This story is monumentally loved and there's a very good reason for that. There really is. It is just incredible. Now, one thing I will say about it is I don't think it lives up to the hype, but I have a reason for it. It's because I haven't seen every single classic Doctor Who. I mean, I've dabbled a lot, but I haven't seen every single episode. So I don't think it's very fair for me to judge that just yet. But what I will say is that it has been my favourite so far. It really has. It is standout. It is memorable for the reason being it is so dark and different. You know, it was very reminiscent to World War II with the gas masks and the Khaleds reminiscing the Nazis, you know. I just loved this. The way they walked, the way they treated the Thal soldiers, they captured that imagery absolutely incredibly. They could not do a better job than that. They really couldn't. It was just fantastic. The complexity and the maturity to this compared to the other stories that I've seen beforehand. This is standout. It really was. Now, I do have a gripe with this story, okay? It's from a narrative standpoint. I didn't like it when Sarah Jane was climbing up the scaffolding with all those Thal soldiers, okay? I didn't like it at all. I thought it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere at all. And hate is a strong word, but I really did not like that anticlimactic freeze frame of her falling. That just seemed cheap, even for that time period. It really was. I didn't like that. It didn't go anywhere. They got put in the exact same predicament they were in before. It felt like they were wasting our time a little bit. But that's a gripe that I do have with this story, and it is a minor one. You know, I will say my honest opinion on these stories. I'm not going to say every story is flawless, you know. But that's what I will say about this story, you know. Now, moving on to the introduction to our main villain, Davros. Now, he's played by Michael Wisher, by the way. Now, let me tell you, Michael Wisher absolutely nailed this role. He really did. He was absolutely fantastic. He had a certain calmness to his character, you know. When he thought there was going to be a revolt, when he thought people were going to betray him, he just kept calm, and you thought to yourself, "Oh God Almighty, what is he doing? What's he planning here?" And that really intensifies the eeriness of his character for me. It really did. But oh yeah, he sent chills down my spine. He really did. His voice as well. He sounds like a Dalek when he was interrogating the Doctor about the Daleks' weaknesses in the future. When he was yelling, "You will tell me," that was incredible. And I'm pretty sure, right, Michael Wisher, I believe they used Michael Wisher to voice a Dalek in a previous story, but I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me on that. The design of Davros I really liked as well, with that hand that he could barely use to switch the switches. That just added to the intensity and the eeriness of his character, didn't it? It was just... And the wheelchair that was very reminiscent to a Dalek as well. Do you know what? I don't think I have any gripes on Davros or Michael Wisher. He was just incredible. He really was fantastic, and well, I loved him. He's been my favourite villain so far, and like the story itself, it'll be hard to beat. The side characters are great too. Nyder, he's my favourite. Ronson, Garman. I'd like to talk about Nyder here. Nyder, he was a very, very slimy character, wasn't he? He was very loyal to Davros, and he captured the role of a Nazi leader perfectly. He really did. He was just so straight-laced with his big glasses and what have you, and he was so serious, that so much to a point that when he smiled, it was actually kind of creepy. You know, he just seemed so... Like, I'll use the example of when he was questioning Garman about this revolt that they were going to form against Davros. Garman was telling Nyder about the people involved in the revolt. And when Nyder switched from what you thought was a goodie to a baddie so quickly, just in a snap. You knew that he betrayed him, and it was just incredible. The way I can't put it into words. It was just so slimy and creepy, and yeah, you do not want to cross neither, because he was very loyal to Davros until the very end, until his untimely death, which I don't really know how to feel about, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to see him go, but it also seemed like a bit of a relief as well. Nyder, played by Peter Nils, he was fantastic. He really was. He was a great asset to this story. And I'm pretty sure he's been in other stories as well, as a main antagonist. I want to say Invasion of the Dinosaurs, but I can't quite remember that one. Now, finally, I'd like to talk about the main characters in this, the main actors. Now, Tom Baker is on top form in this story. Along with Ian Marter as Harry Sullivan, and Sarah Jane Smith, while she was very good, I felt she didn't really get a heck of a lot to do in this story, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, there was that Thal thing, but I didn't really like that, as I've said before. Now, I did enjoy her scene, though, with the Doctor when he had the two wires and what have you, you know. She was saying to him, we're talking about the Daleks here. I loved that scene. It was so powerful. People love that scene for a reason. It's iconic, you know. But yeah, it's a very powerful scene, and it's widely quoted throughout the Whovian community. But I think that's it, guys. I think I might wrap it up there. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hesitate. I can't speak at all today. Please don't hesitate to blah, 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 blah. Please don't hesitate to ask me. There, I said it. I'm the Reveiw and Whovian, and I'll see you next time.